Hello, YouTubers. This is Roxanne, and I want to thank you for joining my Ghost Box session today. Today, I am going to try to make contact with comedian Bill Hicks. Bill Hicks was born on December the 16th, 1961, and he passed over February the 26th, 1994, of pancreatic cancer in Little Rock, Arkansas. And I'm going to be using today an EM pump to generate some energy in case we need that. So I'm going to turn the EM pump on now. And I'm going to be using the S-Box Ghost Scanner from Ghost Stop. I'm going to turn that on as well.
S-Box. Scanning FM.
I'm trying to reach comedian Bill Hicks. Mr. Hicks, if you could please speak with us. We'd love to hear from you. I'm trying to speak to William Melvin Hicks. Mr. Hicks, you are an incredibly funny guy. I'm a huge fan of your stand-up. You have a large following still. A lot of fans, a lot of people love you. Bill, if you could please talk to us. Bill, could you tell us what it's like where you are? Bill, could you tell us, is the afterlife what you had expected it to be? Mr. Hicks, are you happy? Mr. Hicks, what do you miss about Earth? What do you miss about being here with us? Mr. Hicks, do you have parties where you are? Do you celebrate with your friends and family? What do you do, Mr. Hicks? How do you spend your day? Have you been able to see other comedic legends like Richard Pryor, Sam Kinison, George Carlin, Red Fox? Do you see any of these other comedians there? Mr. Hicks, do you have any regrets about your life here on Earth? Is there anything you would like to warn us of? Mr. Hicks, do you sleep there? Do you require rest? Mr. Hicks, was the receptionist in Beetlejuice correct? Is death an individual thing for each of us?
So,
Mr. Hicks, do you ever come back to Earth in spirit form to see your friends and family? Mr. Hicks, I'm getting ready to close this session. Is there anything you'd like to say to your fans? Well, Mr. Hicks, I want to say thank you. If you have spoken to us, I want to thank you. I want to thank all other spirits who may have spoken to us. Thank you for your input. We just want to get a better idea of what's out there. Thank you all very much for your time. I'm going to shut it down now. Well, I think one thing, I heard one thing come through. I'm not sure what it is, of course, until I get all the static out to where we can actually hear words that may have come through, and then I amplify it as well. So if anything is really, really low, we can hear it a lot better. I know sometimes some things that come through, things that you wouldn't normally hear on a radio. So, there's a good chance it's not radio interference, but a lot of times their voices will be very labored, if they are speaking from a different realm, it is taking a lot of effort for them to speak to us. So we have to take that into consideration. I know when I was speaking to Rock Hudson, I could tell things that sounded like his voice, but it sounded like his voice, like he was, really trying to, speak to us, putting out an effort to do that. And another thing that's really, really odd that I've had a couple of times in the last couple of days, or a few days, when I was trying to reach Morris Gibb, a woman's voice came through and said, "Call him again," and it sounded sort of like robot, computerized voice. And the odd thing is, I wouldn't be picking up a computerized voice so clearly if it were radio interference. And then the same thing happened, and I can't remember what was said, but it was very brief when I was trying to reach Agnes Moorehead. The same type of female voice came through. So, if you get a chance, take a look at that and let me know what you think. I have no idea. This is just me trying to get some information, trying to get someone to speak to us from the other side, and I really depend on my viewers, my subscribers, to listen to it and give me your input as well. But I'm going to get this out there so you can review it. I want to thank you very much for your time. Thank you for listening. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please do so. Also, hit the like button, hit the little bell to be notified of future Ghost Box sessions. Thank you again, and I hope each and every one of you have a wonderful day.